be seeing something about dead code. So let's try to understand what is dead code. So what is a dead code? So dead code is nothing but if there are some blocks of statements. Let's say these are some blocks of statements, and these never get executed for some reason. Then this particular block of code can be called as a dead code. So when this will happen, for example, if the block is surrounded by some conditional clause, specific condition, and this condition always evaluates to false, then whatever comes within that if block will never get executed in all the scenarios. Then this can be regarded as a dead code. The other situation is there are some blocks of code which are actually executed, but the result of the execution is not used anywhere else. It is just discarded. So this is another case of a dead code. So these are basically the two scenarios of creating or originating of the dead code. So let's try to understand the impacts of dead code. So if you want to understand the impact, the first and obvious impact is the lack of clarity. The code clarity will reduce significantly if you have a dead code. So for a person who is coming new to the project, he might not be able to understand the real functionality of that particular application because there are a lot of dead code. Then the application behavior will be misunderstood. That is one case. The second case will be the maintenance nightmare. It will cause a maintenance nightmare. So that is another scenario. And the third scenario is, as you can imagine, this will increase the memory footprint of the application. So when the memory footprint of the application increases, then what happens? For example, if you have many processes running in your machine, and each process will occupy some block of memory in the RAM, the primary memory. So if you have process called process A, and you have process B, and you have process C, and you have process D, and you have process C. For example, in one of the processes there is a lot of dead code. For example, in process A there is a lot of dead code. Dead code is there. Then what happens is the process A will try to occupy more memory in the RAM. And for some reason, if you want to auto scale the process, for some reason the latest modern architecture, you want to scale the process or create multiple instances of the same process to cater to an increased demand in the resources. So what happens is, once you want to scale this particular process, there will not be enough memory available to scale this particular process because the process memory is itself large. So that is one such case. So this is kind of a significant bottleneck. So this will actually introduce a scalability concern. So apart from the scalability concern, there is one more point, is that it will cause a security concern as well. So if you have a lot of piece of dead code, there will be certain vulnerabilities which will be exposed by this dead code, and whoever want to exploit that particular code will have a chance to get into the particular application, sneak into the particular application through the dead code. So better we remove the dead code as soon as possible. So these are basically the impacts of the dead code that I want to cover. If you understood what is dead code and its impacts, and kindly like this particular video and share with your friends, and do check out the blog in the description box below. Thank you.